you can see me. Well, what have I got on my table this morning for you? Broken things. What you might not know about me is I am clumsy. I really am. Very clumsy. This is a beautiful bird. Oh, they've gone now. You might see birds flying behind me. This beautiful bird normally goes on here, but I've broken it because I'm clumsy. As you can see, very clumsy. This is a lovely, cute little rabbit. Has anybody noticed what's missing off the rabbit? Ears. Should have 2 ears. Well, he belongs in the garden at the bottom. He was happy in the garden at the bottom, and then I knocked him. 1 ear fell off. And I thought, that's okay. It was quite cute with just 1 ear. So I left him. And then I knocked him again. And he ended up with a no-eared rabbit. Doesn't quite look the same with no ears. And not only that, when you turn him round, he's got 2 holes in the back of his head. So, I've got to glue them back on when I can fathom out which way the ears go. So I am very clumsy. I think I proved that. But what I'm also really good at is gluing and sticking. If you've been in Little Wonders class, you would know that. I love sticking and gluing and painting, messing. See this little chappy? I broke his cap. Very tiny cap. Look. You can't even see. I glued and stuck that on. Perfect. So I am good at breaking things, and I am good at mending things. So, are you good at things? Have you noticed anything else on my table? I've got a sheep. He's cute, isn't he? Now this little sheep, I've had a long time. And I am good at caring for this little sheep. This little sheep moves around my house because I am good at picking him up and moving him. Sometimes he's in the hallway at Easter when we celebrate when Jesus came alive, when he died for us first and then he came alive. So at Easter, he's always in the hallway with our Easter eggs and all of the nice things that we celebrate. At Christmas, I put him in the front room with the Christmas tree, but he goes over in the corner where the manger is, and the 3 wise men, and baby Jesus, and Mary and Joseph, and the straw, and I have him peeping out. He likes it there at Christmas. But in summer, where he was today, because it's almost summer now, I brought him in from the garden for you to show you. It's cute. So I am good at looking after him. Do you know who looks after sheep in real life? Any guesses? Put your hands up if you know. I'm sure you do. Well, today you're going to learn who looks after sheep. And who is the great I am? How cool is that? Listen carefully. You're going to really enjoy this story. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. Today's story is The Good Shepherd. In Palestine, at the time of Jesus, there were many, many sheep. The shepherds who cared for them often knew every sheep's name in their flock. Sometimes they would call each one by its name. Imagine an early morning at a sheepfold in Palestine. In those days, the door of the sheepfold opens and out comes the shepherd. His rough sheepskin mantle is thrown over his shoulder, and he carries a long crook or staff. One by one, the sheep come through the gate and follow the shepherd. He knows where there is a fine pasture filled with green grass. A sparkling stream of cold water ripples across the green field. It is a long way to the pasture. The sheep will have to travel through a lonesome rocky valley before they reach it. But the shepherd goes before them. The pasture is reached at last, and the lambs frolic about. All day long the sheep and lambs stay in this beautiful pasture. At last the shepherd looks at the sky. It is at late afternoon, and a storm is coming. The sheep are a long way from home and the sheepfold. He calls to them, and they know his voice. Off they move homeward. The gatekeeper is watching for them, and he opens the door of the sheepfold when he sees them coming. The shepherd stands by the open door with his shepherd's staff raised. One by one, the sheep and lambs pass under his staff and through the gate into the fold. Hear the shepherd counting the sheep as they pass in. 97, 98, 99. And then he drops his staff and exclaims, "Only 99? One must be lost. I had 100 sheep this morning." And off he goes in the darkness and the storm, calling one missing sheep by name as he feels his way along the rough valley. He stops. A faint sound reaches his ear. The lost sheep must have taken shelter in some cave among the rocks. The shepherds follow the sound of its voice. He finds the sheep, picks it up, and starts for the sheepfold. As soon as the shepherd reaches the fold in safety, he calls his friends together. "I have found my sheep," he tells them. "Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost." And his friends are glad and rejoice with him. How happy the listening people must have been when Jesus told them that God was like a good shepherd hunting for his lost sheep, and that God rejoiced moreover when wicked people became good than over the people who thought themselves perfect. Jesus knew that a good shepherd loved each one of his flock. "I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and I am known of mine," he told the people. And he told them that like a good shepherd, he too was ready to lay down his life for his sheep.
Okay, so today, because we've been talking about Jesus as the Good Shepherd, we're going to make some little sheep. Some of you might have done this before, but I love these. I think they're so cute. So you can make them any colour you want, and this one I actually made as a Christmas present, so they're quite versatile. You can decorate them however you want. Okay, so today we're going to make our sheep in all different colours. Ethan's going for a dark green, I'm going for a light green, Lisa's got a grey one over there, we've also got some white, but you use whatever scraps of wool you've got around really, as long as you've got a decent length of one colour, it's absolutely fine. So the first thing to do is put our legs on. So once we've got our template, let me just go through the template. We haven't got this as a link on the page, but if you just cut out a shaping card, doesn't matter whether it's black, white, whatever colour. Okay, you can see the shape there. It's just a bit of a kind of potato oval shape, and as long as you've got this head bit out there, that's fine. The next thing to do is to get two pegs, two wooden pegs, and you can peg them on and those are your legs. And you can colour those if you want or paint them, but I think we'll just leave ours brown today. Now you need to get your wool. So Ethan's done it there. We've pegged the end of the wool under the peg, and then you're going to wrap it around and keep wrapping. Can you do it? That's it. Keep wrapping. Good job. Wrap it all the way around over the pegs. The back end's a little bit tricky, so you just kind of need to go every now and again, just need to go at an angle over that back bit, and then eventually you'll be able to. Sheep live on the farm? Why do they go to the farm? That's a really good place for sheep to live, isn't it? They've got plenty of grass to eat and people to look after them. Okay, so just keep wrapping and wrapping until it's wrapped right round the back.
And you get the tail through there.
Okay, we're just going to do our wool now.
And
So,
ears.
back in a minute. Okay, we're back. So it's taken a little while, but we've wrapped our sheet up. Mine's gone a bit warped because I pulled it a little bit too tight, so just try and leave it a little bit loose. Loose is better, it's still nice and straight. Wait until when you finish, you need a length about that long, and what we're going to do is feed it through under one of the loops around your sheet. So just thread that through, and then you're just going to tie a knot just to finish that off, so you'll have a knot about halfway around your sheet. Okay, and then you can just cut the end off so it's nice and neat. Okay, and then maybe just tuck that underneath a little bit so it's not quite so obvious. There you go. The next thing to do is put your tail and ears on. Now I've got some felt here which I've cut those out of, but you can cut them out of card or whatever. So yeah, I've kind of cut some little teardrop shapes. Now they're all similar size, and there's maybe a slightly longer bit that you could use for the tail. Just do whatever you find. Okay, I'm going to use some PVA for this bit, so I'm just going to put a little bit on there, and then I'll stick that on. And we can do our tail, stick it on in the middle at the back, and that will also help if your wool's a little bit saggy or kind of loose there. Hopefully the glue will secure that. And then there, and your ears will just go on at the back of the head there, and on the other side as well. Now, our pegs aren't the greatest, so they're not standing up particularly well, but you try and keep your pegs fairly well balanced. Right, then our final job is to put a little put a piece of ribbon, and I've got these little bells. Now again, if you haven't got a bell, it's absolutely fine. You can put something round the neck, or don't even bother, it's absolutely fine as it is, just like that. But if you do have these little bells, or you can get hold of them, just choose one of those. I've got some ribbon here, so Lucy's going for this. This is all my Christmas leftover ribbon. I've used up any good stuff I've got, but again, it can be a piece of wool, leftover wool you could use, or whatever ribbon you've got in the house, absolutely fine. Use a little bit of red here. So you need to thread this through your bell. Now these bells are very tiny, so it's quite fiddly. But it's possible. Okay, once you've got that through, tie it around the sheep. What I normally do is tie the knot and not to knock your ears off. Fairly, not too tight because it'll disrupt your wool, but fairly tight. And then you can move the knot to the bottom and move the bell round to kind of hide it a bit. Cut off any excess ribbon. Okay, so here are our finished sheep. Just remember, Jesus said, I am the good shepherd, and he looks after us like we're his sheep. He wouldn't leave one behind.
Like pieces of a broken vase, everything falls into place.
Shepherd who gives his life of the sheep. John verse 10-12.
There's something